This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
What's the most popular ice cream at this Hazleton area summer hotspot? We talk cool treats on hot summer days next. Welcome one and all, and thank you for stopping by. I'm Ken Cara, and you can get your local news from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker in HD on Service Electric Cablevision, Channel 513. Let's start with headlines tonight. Pennsylvania has a budget. However, for the second year in a row, Governor Tom Wolf allowed the General Appropriations Bill to become law, even though lawmakers have yet to come up with a way to pay for it. The new state budget totals $32 billion. It lapsed into law without the governor's signature. The governor was waiting for lawmakers to come up with a way to fill a projected $2 billion hole in the budget. Back in February, the governor did propose a balanced budget. He hopes that in the coming days, lawmakers will come together to pass a responsible solution to balance the books. A welfare reform bill was approved yesterday in the Pennsylvania Senate. Senate Bill 6 is intended to deter fraud and preserve government benefits for senior citizens, people with disabilities, and the working poor. Senator John Udicak from Luzerne and Carbon counties co-sponsored the bill. In response to yesterday's passage by the Senate, Senator Udicak says, quote, "Public benefits are a public trust and should be preserved for people most in need and who comply with the law. Suspending benefits for a decade after multiple drug convictions is a reasonable measure to deter illegal conduct and demand compliance with the law," unquote. The Federal Aviation Administration is investigating a helicopter crash that occurred yesterday. It happened around 12:50 yesterday afternoon at the Wilkes-Barre, Wyoming Valley Airport in Forty Fort. Luzerne County 911 officials say the helicopter was a few feet above the ground when it happened. There were two people inside at the time. One occupant sustained minor injuries while the other was not hurt. The injured person was taken to Geisinger Wyoming Valley Medical Center for treatment, while the other occupant went along for evaluation. A benefit is being planned to help a little boy from our area who is battling cancer. The benefit for Gavin will take place on Saturday, July 22nd at the McAdoo Fire Company in McAdoo. Organizers are looking for monetary donations, tricky trays, baked goods, vendors, and crafters to help make the event a success. Gavin is currently undergoing treatment at the Janet Wise Children's Hospital. The benefit is being held to help Gavin and his family with expenses. The special fundraiser will also feature homemade food, games, a dunk tank, bounce house, raffles, and more. If you can help out, call 570-929-1282 or 570-778-3130 and mark your calendars for July 22nd to help Gavin beat cancer. Summertime and ice cream go hand in hand, and one popular ice cream place in our area has been serving up the delicious treat for more than 4 decades. SSPTV News intern Christy D. John Domenico has the tasty details.
Valley High is one of the Hazleton area's most famous landmarks. For 42 years, they have been serving food and ice cream to many customers. Mary Kern and her family purchased Valley High in 1975, and it is still one of the coolest places to go. We got her secret on how she runs such a successful business.
We have a good product at a good price, and we offer good service, and we do take credit cards.
Valley High has a lot of food items that are very popular.
Our most popular food is hamburgers, cheeseburgers. We also do very well with jalapeno cheese covered fries and chicken fingers, chicken fries. Anything fried, we've got it.
The chicken fingers here at Valley High are a crowd's favorite, while the CMP is the most popular sundae. So of course I had to try it. It is really good. You can't go to Valley High and not have their delicious ice cream that they are known for. With many flavors to choose from, you are bound to find your favorite one.
Our ice cream is wonderful. It's made by Libby's here in Tamaqua. We have soft serve, vanilla and chocolate. We have soft serve, no fat, no sugar added, soft yogurt. We have hand dips, around 24 different flavors of hand dips. And we also have milkshakes and soda floats.
Make sure to stop by for some good food and delicious ice cream. They are open Mondays through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you can't decide what kind of ice cream to get, here are 2 of Mary's favorites to order.
My favorite ice cream is chocolate with chocolate sprinkles, but I also love banana sundaes covered with hot fudge.
For SSPTV News, this is Christy DiGiandomenico.
Christy brought back 0 CMPs, and Lisa sent her on 2 extra stories today. I'm kidding. I don't think that's why she actually did that, but I don't really know. All right, the New York Post has called it, quote, the next best thing to seeing Streisand herself, unquote. And you can see this award-winning Barbra Streisand tribute artist this Friday at the Majestic Theater in Pottsville. They will present their one-woman Streisand tribute concert this Friday evening at 7 p.m. And they not only recreate Streisand's vocals, but every detail from the hair and nails down to recreations of her iconic gowns. Tickets for this Friday's performance are $15 for tickets and information. Call 570-628-4647. Right now, we're giving away another pair of ticket vouchers right now for the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. The vouchers are good for one 2017 regular season home game of your choice. They must be redeemed at the PNC Field box office based on availability. Call us now, 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave your name and phone number. The winner will be drawn at random, so call us now and good luck. If you're a golfer, you need the Samsung Productions app. Not only can you watch your favorite local TV shows on the go, you can also use our app for special deals like golf packages and so much more. So download the free Samsung Productions app today. Coming up, Dave Day is on a special day as I discuss the Home Run Derby, the MLB All-Star Game, and local Little League with Standard Speaker Sports editor Dave Seaman. And up next, it's a day out at the park with Standard Speaker outdoors reporter Kent Jackson. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hazleton is getting a new park. It's a nature park that the Hazleton Integration Project is building on 2 wooded lots over at East 3rd Street between Thompson Street and Halleck Court. Later this summer, the park will open to the public after workers chip a huge pile of tree limbs and spread the wood chips on the paths. Members of the football team from Lafayette College, the alma mater of HIP's honorary chairman Joe Madden, piled up the tree limbs earlier this summer when Madden had a day off from managing the Cubs and opened a playground at HIP's Hazleton One Community Center. Children from the center will go to the park a few blocks away to photograph, draw, and learn about nature, but everyone is welcome to do the same. It will be a place where they can listen to birds, have a picnic, or even read a book. Meanwhile, adults can pitch in to help complete the work at the park, which will continue into 2018. Anyone with expertise to lead a program at the park or at the center is always welcomed to volunteer. Meanwhile, the new park is a reminder that no one needs to leave Hazleton to find places to enjoy being outdoors this summer. The city has 16 parks and playgrounds that offer all kinds of activities. At the largest park, the Rail Trail, people can walk or bicycle for 12 miles out and back amid forests, past the reservoir, and through pine barrens. The Pine Street Playground, meanwhile, features a soccer arena with artificial turf, plus basketball court and playground equipment. Over at Altmiller Playground, famous for the mile rocks there, the tennis court and the basketball court are being replaced, and 3 new basketball courts will be built in their place. Until last year, I didn't even know the West Court Playground existed. It's tucked behind Thomas Kitchen at Dietrich Avenue and F Court, but there's a baseball field there, new playground equipment, and a picnic shelter. City workers plan to remake the basketball court this summer. Many of Hazleton's parks exist because of donors, like the owner who gave land for the nature park to the Hazleton Integration Project, and volunteers resurfaced the infield at West Court Playground and have helped elsewhere. 2 families want to adopt and renovate the 12th Ward Playground in honor of their 2 teenagers who died in a crash, whereas the Remembering Ryan Cara Foundation just put in a new playground in Cunningham at Whispering Willows Park. in honor of Ryan, who died of illness at age 4 2 years ago. Her foundation also wants to do the same at other playgrounds in the area in the years to come. At the Louis Eschivo City View Park, dogs can scamper in the dog runs, and BMX bicycles race over bumps and through hairpin turns on a course built by a designer with Olympic credentials. There's also a picnic pavilion that offers expansive views that I usually have to myself if I go there for lunch on a day when the bicyclists aren't racing. At Beach Street Playground, summer basketball is underway with the Salo Sereni League. They play under the lights, which also shine on the adjacent tennis courts. Just outside Hazleton, at Hazel Township Community Park, you can find a playground, go fishing at Lake Arena, walk the trails, or play on the soccer fields. Whatever sport or spot you're seeking, if you're in Hazleton this summer, you'll find it.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
We were out shooting segments at the Butler Township Community Garden this morning, so stay tuned for them and check out this weather shot from the garden. They had pumpkin flowers there. You might be from Claire's if you know what I'm talking about. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Hazardous weather outlook tonight with the possibility of thunderstorms with heavy wind and rain. Our low will be 66 degrees, 40% chance of precipitation. On Wednesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m., 30% chance. It'll be mostly cloudy with a high in the lower 80s. At night, up to a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Our low will be 68 degrees. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms likely. Our high will be 83 degrees, partly sunny skies after the storms. Thursday night, showers likely, 60% chance, possibly a thunderstorm, mostly cloudy, low of 64. On Friday, a 60% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, mostly cloudy, with a high in the mid-70s. At night, we drop down to a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, with a low of 62. And then things clear up on Saturday, partly sunny, highs in the upper 70s, and at night, partly cloudy, low of 63 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Open daily 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays and holidays 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
We are finally outside. It is a beautiful day here in northeastern Pennsylvania at Edgewood by Sand Springs. We're back with Samantha to actually show you the greens finally.
Thank goodness. We're so happy for some great weather. We have golfers out here. We finally get to get outside, so we're super excited.
Yes, getting some fresh air, and also we can show you where you can have your cocktail hour here if you're a bride, or also the grooms. You know, we can show you the golf course.
Absolutely. So this space is so awesome for cocktail hour, really at any time of the year. It's a nice different location from where you're going to be the rest of the reception. We have a beautiful built-in bar that we just got, some great pub tables out here for mingling as well. Your hors d'oeuvres will be passed out this way too, which is great. So it's a wonderful space that we're so happy to have.
And Edgewood is growing. I know you're booking every day. So if you do have a date in mind for 2017, 2018, even 2019, really get on the ball with at least calling Samantha and getting here to have a tour of the facility.
Absolutely. So availability is obviously booking up really quickly, but for anyone who does have that specific perfect date in mind, I would certainly call as quickly as you can to make sure that you get it locked in.
You know, as we're here at the bridal show today, we're talking about, you know, people just do whatever they want for their wedding now. You don't necessarily have to get married on a Saturday or on a Friday evening either.
Absolutely. So we can do weddings Fridays, Sundays, Thursdays even. You know, you're actually entitled to a discounted rate on an off day. So, you know, whether you do the Friday or the Sunday, you can definitely get a discounted rate on that. And really, you're right. People do whatever they want. Any sort of theme, decorations, any day that they would like to do, we can certainly help and accommodate.
All right, so make sure you call today. The weather is beautiful, and it's time to come on down and check out Edgewood by Sand Springs.
And now here's your midday winning lottery numbers. The wild number is 7, pick 2, 9, 3, pick 3, 2, 4, 9, pick 4, 3, 8, 2, 5, and pick 5, 5, 3, 1, 6, 1. It's Dave Day when we come back. Dave Seaman makes his triumphant return. We talk a lot of baseball, in particular Yankees baseball. We'll be right back.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
It's an all-star edition of Dave Day with Dave Seaman, the sports editor at the Standard Speaker. Welcome back, Dave. Haven't seen you in a few weeks. Hope you're refreshed. And, you know, baseball's taking a break this week, kind of. It's the all-star break. But we'll start with the home run derby, Dave. I used to really like watching it with this format with the brackets and that. I really enjoy it now. I don't mind sitting down. It's a nice amount of time. And wow, what a show it was. I was impressed by two Yankees, Gary Sanchez and Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, Dave, wins the thing, and he reminded me of my buddy Mike Kissenweather. He was really good at Griffey baseball and N64, and we all knew we were going to lose to him, but you just kind of liked watching him play. He was so good. That's what it seemed like with Aaron Judge last night. There was maybe no doubt he was going to win, but everyone just wanted to see what he was going to do.
Barring injury, this guy has a limitless future. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The sheer power that he puts into every swing, and the ball just explodes off his bat. If you hear the story, like jumping off the bat, it just explodes off his bat. And when you watch the other guys watching him and watch their faces and their reaction too, I mean, it's priceless to see that, because awesome power hitter, and Yankee fans are probably looking their chops for the next several years.
Yeah, it's nice to see the players enjoying it too. And you saw with Judge, you know, a few grins, a few smiles. Not really cocky. You could just tell he was enjoying himself out there. He knows he's talented. And speaking of those Yankees, they're within 3.5 games of first place in the AL East. And the two guys we mentioned played at Scranton Wilkes-Barre. So that pipeline, that farm system is very good. And maybe get out there to PNC Field, because you never know.
Yeah, especially now. The Yankees have made a lot of trades over the last, especially over the last 2 years, where they were able to replenish their farm system, and benefits the rail riders, no doubt about it, and it benefits local fans, because we get an opportunity to see these people in person before they become Yankees. And it sort of reminds me of like the Yankees of the early 90s. They were stockpiling their farm system with a lot of talented players, and you know what happened then in the late 90s is when they became a little dynasty, and Yankee fans will love it. Yankee haters won't like it, but the Yankees are doing it the right way, building up through the farm system, and I said those guys are fun to watch. You don't have to be a Yankee fan to appreciate how good they really are.
And Dave, just a few months ago, I interviewed Clint Frazier at Media Day for the Rail Riders. Now he's hitting walk-off home runs for the Yankees, and Dustin Fowler got called up. I interviewed him, and he's making an impact for the Yankees. He was selected to the AAA All-Star game as well. All right, so the Chicago Cubs, Dave, obviously with Joe Maddon of local interest, they finished below 500 at the All-Star break, and now maybe a little bit of a struggle in the second half. Second place in that division. They're still within striking distance. I saw this with my Red Sox in 2005. They broke the curse, and there's almost, everyone calls it that World Series hangover. You think the Cubs are experiencing that a little bit?
Yeah, you know, they obviously had a great run last year, historic run last year. Nobody expected a drop-off like they had this year too, but this is the first time a lot of these guys are experiencing, hey, you're at the top of the mountain, so to speak. You're at the hunted instead of being the hunter, and there's a little different dynamic to that too. I mean, you could say all you want about it's a new season, you just got to start fresh and everything, but there are different pieces that aren't in place that were there last year. They don't have Aroldis Chapman at the back end of the bullpen too, and he saved a lot of games for the Cubs last year. Starting pitching hasn't been as good, and some of the guys' production has dropped off. You had a guy like Kyle Schwarber, although he was hurt last year, he showed what he could do at the end of in the postseason when he came up and he hit really well for the Cubs. But this year just hasn't been there for him. It's not saying it's not going to come back for him too, but it's a growing process. And a lot of these players on the Cubs are youngsters who haven't experienced success. Now it's a chance for them to show what they're made of and bounce back. And as we've talked about time and again, that adversity breeds character in players and teams. And Cubs will have their opportunity. They're not that far off the pace, and we know Joe's been there before. He knows how to handle these kind of guys, but it's a little different situation this year.
Yeah, two things they do have, Joe Maddon and Theo Epstein, and that trade deadline's coming up. We'll see what they do. Locally, Dave, Valley West Little League, they win the 10 to 12-year-old District 18 championship. You covered the championship game. wow, we could mention some kids, but you really have to mention almost every kid on that team because they're good, that whole roster.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They hit from 1 through 9 in the lineup, and even the kids that came off the bench had big hits for them the other night against Valley East. And not to take anything away from Valley East, because they were a worthy champion and they weren't going down quietly. Kyle Peters, is Valley West manager, Jeff Antolik, said one of the best Little League players you'll see around here. Jeff's own son, Brett Antolik, too, another fabulous Little League player, too. But there are a lot of players on that Valley West team and the Valley East team who really stepped up and showed what covering Little League baseball is all about at this time of year. It's just a fun time to cover it. Kids that know one another, going at one another, but a lot of sportsmanship involved too, so that's a big thing. So a lot of good local baseball players upcoming, a lot of interest in the tournaments. If you saw the crowds at Whispering Willows Park the last few nights, and at Valley East on Friday night for that game against Tri-County, again, another team that we got to mention, the team from the McAdoo, Beaver Meadows, Tresco area. They had a fabulous run. They lost their first tournament game. They made it all the way to the losers bracket final and put forth a good fight against Valley East, only to come up a little bit short. So it's just a fun time of year.
This is a great time of year, Dave. Thank you for your time today. We'll see you again next week.
Hey everyone, here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. The Sons of the American Legion Mountain Post 781 is holding their 4th annual car show, Sunday, August 6th at 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. All vehicles are welcome. There's a $10 show registration and it starts at 10 a.m. Dash plaques for the first 100 vehicles. For more information, call 570-474-2161. And the Holy Dormition Byzantine Franciscan Friary is holding a Pilgrimage for Peace, Sunday, August 6th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There'll be a divine liturgy, confessions, children's activities, spiritual presentation, vespers, and much more. For more information, call 570-788-1212. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. George J. Eagler of Orlando. Friends may call the John J. Pusai Funeral Home Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m. The funeral will be held Friday at 9:30 a.m. with a massive Christian burial at 10 a.m. at St. John Bosco Parish. Burial will be at the Calvary Cemetery. Donald J. Andes of Mountaintop. Services are private. Catherine Galiccio of Drums. Mass will be held Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the Most Precious Blood Parish. Interment will follow at Most Precious Blood Cemetery. The Firo Funeral Home is assisting. Dorothy F. Fendrick of Hazleton. The family will receive friends Wednesday 11 to 12 at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Burial will take place at Our Lady of Grace Cemetery. Joseph F. Staruch of Hazleton. Mass will take place Thursday at 9:30 a.m. at Immaculate Conception Parish. Burial will take place at St. Anne's Cemetery. Friends and relatives can pay their respects Thursday from 9 until the time of service. And Mary A. Gunshore of Hazleton. A massive Christian burial will take place Saturday at 11 a.m. at Annunciation Parish. Interment will follow at Transfiguration Cemetery. The family will receive friends at the church from 10 until 11 a.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers. If you see your name now on Channel 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Michael Marachko of Barnesville. Michael, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Community Services for Sight in Hazleton is having campsite this week, and I could hear the kids running around. They're located right on top of us. They're having a lot of fun. It's a great program, and we'll have coverage of it on SSP TV News. That's it for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.